Merry Christmas. The most magical time of the year is upon us, as we all cozy up in our armchairs with a mug of hot chocolate and wrap garlands around the tree. The stars aren't missing a chance to do something special either. And who would have thought that the Christmas episode of the New Heights podcast would be a real treat for all of us? Yes, Travis and Jason Kelce decided to throw a real holiday extravaganza by inviting two amazing women, Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce, to join them. The result was not just a podcast, but a real Christmas fairy tale. Want to know all the details? Then get comfortable. It's a story that's impossible to tear yourself away from.
Merry Christmas, guys.
You've probably heard that rumors of Taylor Swift appearing on the Kelce Brothers podcast have been floating around for a while now. These conversations started back in the fall when Taylor and Travis's relationship became a major topic in the world of show business and sports. Fans not only waited for her appearance, but also actively built theories. Will it be a random episode, or Taylor will be a full-fledged part of the Christmas program? Discussions did not subside and tension only grew, especially after Travis and Jason cryptically mentioned a special guest in one of their episodes, hinting that everything will happen in January. But look at how cleverly Taylor decided to beat expectations. She showed up to the podcast ahead of all predictions, like a Christmas angel, and simply won everyone over with her appearance. And just imagine the scene. You turn on the podcast, hoping to hear another Kelce Brothers funny family story, and then bam! There's Taylor Swift's voice. Many listeners' jaws must have dropped in surprise. Her appearance was not just unexpected, but a real sensation. And of course, it was not some formal visit. Taylor was as genuine, warm, and charismatic as possible. She gladly talked about her favorite Christmas traditions, shared funny stories, and of course, did not refrain from teasing her lover, Travis. By the way, one of the funniest moments of the issue was related to the movie Real Love. Did you know that Travis has never watched this iconic Christmas masterpiece? Yeah. It's hard to believe. When Taylor found out about it, she was just shocked. But the story didn't end there. As she told the podcast herself, she literally forced Travis to sit down and watch the movie with her. Her arguments were apparently convincing because Travis himself later admitted, "Well, I'm starting to like this movie." Can you imagine this picture? A formidable NFL player, known for his harsh nature on the field, sitting on a couch, wrapped in plaid, watching a romantic comedy. It's so cute that it's just impossible not to smile. This moment was emblematic of the entire conversation. Warm, sincere, with a touch of humor, Taylor's appearance in the Christmas episode not only became a bright event for fans, but also showed her amazing ability to bring warmth and joy in any moment. But Taylor wasn't the only one to star in this issue. Kylie Kelce, Jason's wife, also brought the very warmth and sincerity that makes Christmas so special. While Taylor brought a touch of star glitz and humor, Kylie reminded everyone how important family is during these holiday season. Her stories about family traditions and life with Jason were heartwarming, and many listeners admitted that those moments were their favorite of the episode. I'm really ready for holidays, and I'm so excited to be able to spend it with people with college friends and acquaintances and loved ones. So Kylie shared how she and her husband try to keep family traditions alive despite his busy schedule. As the spouse of a professional athlete, she realizes that time together is especially precious. She shared that their oldest daughter just loves decorating the Christmas tree. It's her favorite part of the holiday, Kylie said, smiling. She explained to me that sometimes Kylie just loves she takes her toy selection so seriously and comes up with new decor ideas every year. And the younger kids, they're too young to realize what's going on, but when we light the garlands, their eyes start to shine. It's priceless. The most touching moment was discussing what it's like to be the wife of an athlete who spends most of his time training, playing matches, or traveling. Sometimes the kids ask why dad is away for so long, Kylie shared. And we try to explain that he works hard to give us all the best Christmas ever. They understand how important that is. Her words touched listeners to the core. After all, it's a reminder that behind every successful man is an incredibly strong woman who supports him and raises his children despite the odds. Kylie has proven that she is not only a wonderful wife and mom, but also a true example of strength and commitment. Who would have thought that the Kelce brothers, who were used to seeing stern on the soccer field, are actually so sentimental when it comes to Christmas? This holiday episode of the New Heights podcast was a real revelation. Jason and Travis, like two big kids, raved about how their mom created an atmosphere of magic in the house every year. One of the family's favorite traditions was making Christmas cookies. My mom always made the same cookies, which we would then leave under the tree for Santa, Jason recounted, with nostalgia in his voice. And we never doubted that Santa was real because every morning those cookies were gone. Isn't that touching? I can't wait for a move to New York. Now, as adults, the brothers themselves are trying to keep this tradition alive in their families. Jason shared that his kids enjoy participating in baking as much as he and his brother once did, and Travis, though he doesn't have little ones of his own yet, is already actively practicing creating a holiday atmosphere by decorating the house and Christmas tree. It's the little things, but they make the holiday special, he admitted. These are the moments we'll remember for a lifetime. But Taylor Swift wasn't left out either, adding her own dose of Christmas warmth to the conversation. She revealed that for her, the most important element of the holiday is music. We always have a Christmas playlist playing in our house. This is what unites us all, creates the mood, and helps us feel the magic of the holiday, the singer shared. And of course, she couldn't help but make her famous playlist for Travis. By the way, at first he was a little skeptical about it, saying, "Why so many songs when you can turn on the radio?" But after listening to it, he admitted, your selection really puts me in the mood. Now I can't imagine Christmas without it. That's the power of music. It has the power to connect, inspire, and create unforgettable memories. What makes New Heights such a special podcast? Of course, it's the unique blend of humor, sincerity, and genuine family atmosphere. It's as if each episode invites us to be part of a warm conversation around a large family table, and the Christmas episode was no exception. Despite the holiday spirit, the Kelce brothers and their guests did not refrain from jokes and funny stories, which added to the very lightness for which listeners loved the podcast. For example, one of the funniest moments occurred when Travis, with a slightly embarrassed look, talked about an embarrassment that happened last year. He admitted that he accidentally broke one of Taylor's Christmas tree toys. "I thought she was gonna kill me," he laughed, recalling how it happened. According to Travis, he was trying to carefully move the toy to a more prominent place on the Christmas tree, but didn't calculate his strength. You bet, because this powerful NFL player is used to throwing footballs, not gently handling fragile ornaments. To this, Taylor, of course, couldn't help but react. She parried with a smile. "If you do that again, you'll have to buy me a new Christmas tree, but one that shines like the stage at my concerts." Their light banter instantly became one of the most talked about topics of the issue because it showed how sincere and warm the relationship can be. Love was heard in every joke and support was felt in every comment. But that wasn't the only funny moment of the episode. Jason contributed his share of humor as well, recalling how he once decided to buy his wife and kids an artificial Christmas tree instead of a real one. "I thought it would be more comfortable, but I think I made the biggest mistake of my life," he admitted, to the laughter of his guests. Turns out, Kylie and the kids just love the smell of a real Christmas tree, and now Jason takes the time every year to personally pick out the most beautiful tree for their home. These moments perfectly illustrate why New Heights is so popular. It's not just talking about football or celebrity life. It's a podcast that shows that behind the big names are just as ordinary people who like to joke around, reminisce about curiosities, and enjoy the little joys of life. It is this balance between humor and sincerity that makes each episode truly special. Of course, it is impossible not to mention Taylor and Travis's relationship, which became one of the most discussed topics of this year. They acted very naturally in the issue, emphasizing how comfortable they are with each other. Taylor spoke warmly about how Travis tries to please her with little things, even on hectic days like Christmas preparations. He found the perfect Christmas tree for me and decorated it himself while I was on tour. It was so touching, the singer shared. Travis, in turn, did not hide the fact that he was proud of his girlfriend. She is incredible. She has so much energy that I don't even understand how she manages everything, he said. And that was clearly said from the heart. As soon as the episode became available, the internet exploded. Fans of the podcast and Taylor's fans instantly flooded social media with rave reviews. This was the coziest and most heartwarming episode in the history of the podcast, they wrote. Plenty of people commented that the episode helped them get even more into the Christmas spirit. In a world where celebrity news is often reduced to scandals and drama, this episode of the podcast was a real breath of fresh air. It reminded us that even the brightest stars are first and foremost people who value family traditions, humor, and warmth of relatives. This episode was a real proof that Christmas is a time that unites all of us, no matter who you are. A world-class star, or a simple listener. I guess the Christmas episode of the New Heights podcast left the warmest of impressions. Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce were the perfect addition to the already beloved dynamic between the brothers. Funny stories, touching moments, sincerity, and a sea of humor all made the issue truly special. Now we can only wonder what Travis and Jason will prepare for us next year. But one thing is for sure, this issue was a reminder to all of us how important it is to appreciate time with loved ones and just enjoy the moment. That's what Christmas is all about, isn't it?